Eve of the semi-final, how are you and the squad? How's everyone feel?
Extremely excited to travel today and play the game tomorrow, knowing that this tie is going to take us to the final. We do the right things and we earn it, and we have a tough opponent in front of us, but we really want to be there.
Have you got any team news for us? Maybe David Luiz, how is Aubameyang? Do you expect him to play in the next couple of weeks? What's the feeling?
They are all in contention, all of them.
Including Aubameyang?
Including Aubameyang, including Laka and Kieran. They are all in contention for the game.
That is excellent news for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot's been made over the past week. Can I just ask what you made of a statement from your board last night that they're not going to sell? Have you spoken to them?
Yes, we spoke to them, and I think it was very clear. They showed their commitment to the football club, and they showed their ambition to the football club, because we all want a successful team on the pitch. And I think it was very clear, and it took any doubts out of the situation, I think.
Is it going to be a distraction possibly for the players, all this going on with the ownership situation and a takeover possibly?
Well, a lot of talks and a lot of speculation has been surrounding the situation in the last week or so. Our fans raised their voices during the match against Everton, but now we have a very clear and committed statement from the ownership, and I think that is gone when they say what they said last night and show the commitment and desire to take the team where we all want. I think it's very clear where we are moving forward.
So the Kroenkes are the right people to lead Arsenal back to the good times?
I said from the beginning what my perception was, everything that I sense, all the communications I have with them, and they are fully excited and committed to this project, and they really want to push everybody to do what we want to do.
Can I just ask you the last one from me about Unai Emery, obviously a former Arsenal manager. Did you ever speak to him much in your career at all? And are you looking forward to managing against him tomorrow?
I spoke to him a few times because we had people in common, and then I spoke with him before I took the club, and he was really helpful, a very, very experienced and successful manager in the Europa League in special with what he's done. So I think there is no doubt that he's got the tools and the knowledge to manage at the top level.
So you spoke to Unai Emery before you took the job?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and he offered me that opportunity, which is sometimes unusual, and he was very sincere and open, and I was very grateful for that.
Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. Roger Clark from Sky.
Thank you. Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Hi. Just going back to the Kroenkes and speculation of a takeover and so on. Daniel Ek has been talking about he's very serious about making a bid, and he's got the backing, it seems, from some Arsenal legends. Are you concerned that could cause a split? On the one side, you're committed to the Kroenkes, they're committed to the club. On the other side, you've got some club legends, very popular legends, climbing into bed, it seems, with a rival bidder. Are you concerned about what that might cause at the club and among the fans and so on?
Listen, Roger, I cannot control the speculations and what is going on. What I like to know and talk is about the reality, and the reality is that we have owners that are really, really committed, and that they want a successful team on the pitch, and they're going to do everything they can to achieve that. And this is what we have, and I feel fully supported with them.
And you said that you're hoping that after they've made that statement last night, we can perhaps put this behind you now. But I was there the other day with the fans outside the Emirates, and a lot of them were saying this is just the beginning. This is one protest. There could be more. How concerned are you that we could see this on a regular basis and it could start to be quite disruptive?
Again, that is nothing that I can control. It's they have the freedom and the possibility to express themselves. If you ask me as a manager what I want towards the team, obviously I want stability around all the sectors at the club, because I know it's the best for the players and it's about the best for the performances of the team. And the players need their supporters fully committed behind the team. And the moment we have them inside our stadium, I'm sure that will be the case.
Can I ask you about following Balogun? I know there was a lot of talk about him and a new contract and so on throughout the season. Just explain what the situation is. That's done and dusted now, isn't it? And he's committed his future to Arsenal.
It's done. We are really happy about it. Flo is very excited about it. It took a while because we had to undo a really complicated situation when that was developing, and I think the club made a big effort. I think Edu made a great job, and then we all, with Flo and his agent, find the right agreement for him to stay.
And just finally from me, and you said that you have spoken to the Kroenkes and they made their statement about their commitment to the club. When you spoke to them, what sort of commitments did they give to you in terms of developing the team and funds available? Was that part of the discussion?
It's always been part of the discussion. Amongst other things, what I can tell you is that they want to do their best in their capacity to support what we want to do and have a really successful Arsenal on the pitch.
Thanks, Mikel. All the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Roger. We'll go to Ian Abrahams from TalkSport.
Hi, Mikel. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
It wasn't too long ago that it seemed that Kieran Tierney might miss the Euros. You were kind of hinting that he'd be in a race against time to be back before the end of the season, maybe even the Euros, and yet he's in contention for this game. So, I mean, he must have made a miracle recovery.
Well, he didn't need the surgery that at the beginning we were afraid of, and then he's been working like a beast every single day. And I don't know if he's going to make it tomorrow, but certainly he wants to be as close as possible to that football pitch to give himself the best possible chance.
Because this is so important, are you, in a way, willing to risk players like Kieran, for example, or Pierre for these big games? Because you need your best players on the pitch.
We do need them because we know that we have some players there in contention at the moment that are the ones that can make the difference in a big tie like this. But the war risk, I don't like it. I want to put players on the pitch that they can perform and they can feel secure that they can perform. If it's a risk or we're going to take a gamble, I don't think it's the right game to do it.
You know, football, everyone will build this as being Unai Emery coming up against Arsenal to try and get his revenge after being sacked. How much do you have to kind of put that out of the equation when you talk to the players?
Again, Ian, I cannot control that. That relationship existed, and we cannot go against it. Unai knows the club really, really well. We know Unai as well, and what he did before he joined here and what he did at the football club, and that's it.
Finally, I know you've been asked a lot about the statement made by the owners last night. Just a couple more. Firstly, last Friday I was at the Emirates for the game with Everton, and driving up to the game, you could see how many fans had come out in these times when maybe they shouldn't, and just to make their voices heard. Do you think this will be a popular statement amongst the supporters?
I don't know, but I think it closes a lot of the speculation regarding what could happen because they moved straight away and they made very clear lines of where they are standing and what they want to do with the football club. And that's it. And one thing doesn't take the other, that the fans express themselves their opinion, which is completely normal.
And finally, you've been brilliant during this whole period in being the front man for the club, in putting forward the case for both the club and the supporters, actually, on both sides. Do you think actually Stan Kroenke should come and talk to us and talk to the fans?
Well, I don't know if that will be the case. If we all feel that is necessary and that was good, helpful, I'm sure that they will do anything it takes to bring the fans closer to them. And if they get the opportunity to know them, I think most of them will be surprised. And if that's the case, I think that will benefit everybody at the football club. It will benefit the fans and it will bring a lot of clarity. So if there is a way to do that and it's going to be helpful, let's do it if that's what is necessary.
Brilliant. I look forward to seeing Stan next week. Thanks a lot, Mikel. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Just to say, we do have a lot of hands up, so we're not going to get through them, unfortunately. So apologies in advance. If we go to James Benge, please.
Hi, Mikel. I'll keep myself brief so that others can maybe ask a question. On one question on the protests and the fans. Obviously, I'm sure you know the atmosphere has been difficult around Arsenal for some time now. What needs to change for the fans to sort of come back on side with ownership, with the players? How do you see that coming back round to a positive relationship?
It's a question that I've been thinking about a lot, but there are a lot of factors that are difficult to control and still moving pieces there. But I am positive that in the next few weeks, months, we're going to be in a much better position. The only thing we can do to help that situation is win football matches and win trophies. That always helps in football to bring stability, excitement. And then each party has to do a little bit to try to reunite everybody, because at the end it's in the benefit of the football club and what we can achieve.
And just briefly, Dani Ceballos said today, I think that La Liga is a better fit for his play style than the Premier League. Have you made a decision on whether you'd like to bring him back next summer? What's the latest there?
No, we mentioned to you guys, and at the end of the season we have a lot to play for yet, and I don't want any distractions. We will sit with them. We are always in contact and communication with the players and the agents to know what their feelings are, and at the end we have to make a common decision towards what's the best for the club and the player.